paano to ni ang house?
Yes, sir.
Pee Wee Reese has a way with Dodger rookies or Sandlot youngsters. Pee Wee, you do a lot of work with boys.
Not work, Al. I like baseball and kids. I enjoy helping teenagers start right.
Oh, that's around shaving age, and you give them pointers on personal appearance, too?
Yes, a boy has more self-respect when he's clean shaved. I tell him to use a Gillette razor, Al.
You said it, the Gillette Super Speed Razor. And today there are 3. Light for sensitive skin and most younger men. Regular for average skin and beard. Heavy for men who like the heft and feel of a heavier razor. Each is different, precisely engineered. One has the right blade edge exposure, edge angle, and weight to shave you in a breeze. Comfortable, good-looking shaves you may never have had before. And convenient, you change blades and rinse clean so. Choose your Gillette Super Speed Razor. $1.29 with Gillette Blue Blade dispenser and handy travel case.
In Ashland, Kentucky, spring is here, and an annual battle is underway.
Well, you told me to practice. Come on.
Today's score, baseball 1, piano lessons 0.
Here's magic, popcorn magic. Only hot, fresh, perfectly seasoned popcorn can satisfy that movie time popcorn craving. So if you like popcorn, you'll really like ours. We start with the best and make it better. Get plenty for everybody now.
The Texas Jimmy Oak Show. He's on every day right here on the big...
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. My name is Dick Martin.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. Mike Todd here on WCMI. A great day here in Ashland, no question about it, as Little League Baseball does come to the city of Ashland. 2 hard-throwing right-handers will be on the mound today. Steve Gilmore and Eddie Rejunas will be out there fighting it out today for the Little League Baseball game that the first one has ever been to Central Park. Well, you know, 1959 has been a great year for speedster Paul McKenzie in football and track, no question about that. And now it's baseball time here. Fastball. Here's the swing, and he hits the ball. No, he goes down. He fouled it off, and he went down. Did the pitch hit him? I'm not really sure. It looks like McKenzie hit a foul ball, and it hit him in the eye. I think he's out cold. He's in la-la land, and he ain't going to get up. Speaking of cold, how about this? Get the coldest root beer in town at Stadium Drive-In, 29th of Belmont Avenue in Ashland. Great hot dogs, too. And Selby Linton is pitching for the Yankees today. He's keeping a close eye on the runner at first base as he looks over there. But wait a minute, the batter calls time. An umpire, former Tomcat catcher Dixon Owen, bends over to dust off the plate just for a second. Linton, he doesn't see that. He pitches, oh no, the umpire got beamed and while he was bending over, and I got to tell you, that's got to be embarrassing. Be sure and join WCMI personality Bud Gum this Friday afternoon, 10 to 2 in the lobby of the Ventura Hotel in downtown Ashland. Now walking up to the plate, swinging to lumber is Reese Banks as he steps up there. All right, the pitcher comes set. Here's the pitch. Fastball, and Banks swings, and that ball's, I got to tell you, heading for left center field, long and deep. It bounded on the sidewalk, went over Central Avenue, and Banks is rounding second base, and the ball is landed, I think, in a rose bush over there, and the woman's trying to get it out as she's digging for it right there. It'll be another home run for Reese. The cheer you hear in the background is for Mickey Seidenstricker, the big Russell slugger. Before the game, I was talking to Ashland infielder who told me, he said, you know something, playing against Seidenstricker is like playing against Mickey Mantle. The Braves' Mike Jackson is going to step in right now. There's 2 men on base out there. Here's a pitch, a curveball. Jackson swings, and the ball is going left field, long and deep, and almost to the trees. They're not going to catch that one. The first home run in the history of Babe Ruth League Baseball here in Ashland. Mike Todd here on Mike's side, and looks like we've got 1 man on second right now. 1 out, and the winning run is at the plate. The second baseman, Bob Simpson, is shading toward the sack out there a little bit. There's a sharply hit ball up the middle. It could cause trouble. Wait a minute. Simpson catches a line drive behind second base. He tags out the runner coming back to the bag. An unassisted double play. It's the final day of the 1957 Babe Ruth season, and the Braves' H.F. Dixon steps up to the plate right now. Looking around there, the first pitch comes on the outside corner. Dixon swings, hits the ball in the gap out in left center field. That's another hit, and that'll give Dixon, right now, I'm sure, a .491 batting average for the year. And no doubt about it, he'll win the batting title for the first year of Ashland Babe Ruth baseball right. J.D. Minahan comes to the plate once again to face the hard-throwing right-hander Eddie Joseph. Last time up, he took a fastball from Joseph, and he airmailed the ball out of here. It didn't even need a 6-cent airmail stamp because it landed on Central Avenue, took 1 bounce at that yellow house across the way. Well, the count's 3 balls and 2 strikes, and Minahan probably sitting back right now, waiting for another Joseph fastball, but you never know. Here's the pitch. Nope, it's going to be a knuckleball dancing like a butterfly. Minahan is so surprised that he looks at it. He's looking at umpire Clyde Chen, who's hesitating. Finally says, Mr. Minahan, you are now out. How about that? Now that that game is over, meet your friends at the Bluegrass Grill. Don't miss their newest sandwich, a flying saucer. See you at the grass. Hard-throwing Jim Speaks is on the mound today. 2 out, bottom of the last inning. Speaks throws another fastball. The batter swings, and he hits a little tapper back to the mound. Speaks gobbles it up, goes over to first base, and I got to tell you, it's another no-hitter for fireballing Jim Speaks. This game has been sponsored today by Jack's Auto Store, 1374 Winchester Avenue in Ashland. We're in the top of the 3rd inning, and the Wildcats and Holy Family and the Irish are battling it out now, tied 2-2. Mike Tussey, the senior, stepping up right now to bat for the Irish. He's digging in. I ain't believing this. He's got white buck shoes on, no cleats. What's going on here? Wait, I can hear Cornwell. Cornwell says, who do we have up there, Pat Boone? Tussey swings. There's a ground ball to Toby Butler at second base. He gobbles up the ball, and Tussey's out. But I got to tell you, he didn't get those white bucks dirty. For all you Westwood kids listening out there, the Dollhouse invites you to come by for a burger and a Coke and some of the best pinball machines in the Tri-State. Meet your friends at the Dollhouse. Well, pitcher Eddie Joseph looking at Speedy Smith, the runner on first base, giving him a look over there, but here's the fastball. The runner's going to go. Smith's going to steal second, no question, standing up. McDowell didn't even make the throw down there. McDowell is walking back to the mound for a conference, and Speedy is running back to first. What's going on here? Speedy is calling the big catcher saying, hey, that was too easy. At least make me slide. Well, this concludes today's baseball coverage on WCMI, the Big 1340 on your dial. Stay tuned now for the Captain Billy Campbell Show, where you never know what will happen.
I just want to thank you all for, number one, inviting me up today. I know this is a great situation where there's a lot of great athletes from times past, and certainly I know that you people are having a lot of fun getting together and reminiscing the old times and just reflect back on some fond memories, certainly in this ballpark many years ago. And
my dad passed away. I went through some stuff, and I actually found the baseball from the game ball showing that we had won in 1965. And I said, remember that, Larry? And he said, oh, I do. He said, you know, we had that tournament one up in Chicago. He said, we got beat by Indiana 3-2 in 13 innings. I said, I know, Larry, I was pitching.
I'll be 95 next month, so I played a lot of ball here, both baseball and softball. I guess I started 78 to 80 years ago in this ballpark.
course, the Babe Ruth Park was up where the old Bluegrass used to be, which was the worst field of all time.
Glass,
I mean, it had
rocks.
boulders. Dave, you remember that? I mean, they had rocks and boulders. I mean, I was constantly throwing rocks and boulders to get them out of the way, just to make sure nobody got hurt. I mean, that ball could hit a rock and just hit you right in the mouth. There's nothing you could do about it.
Oh, it was something. You know, I come by here every day, just riding around looking. I think about the memories of when we first stopped playing. There used to be some fine baseball players here.
I was catching Jim. Well, I was trying to get him to throw harder. I challenged him to, I told him I could catch him barehanded. Well, I took my glove off and I did catch him barehanded.
Used to ride up here on a bicycle every 4 or 5 times a week. Sometimes we pick up some games here, and then of course we played on the leg itself.
Played ball here, played some Babe Ruth here, and covered games. I've probably seen more baseball games here probably than anybody, I would say, living, to be honest with you, because from 75 to 2005 I was in the sports department at the Independent. Great players that have come through here, you know, the Brandon Webbs, and you know, even like I say, Charlie Relaford's that really Charlie wasn't too bad a player, but he's cut his umpiring teeth here, you know, and Juan Thomas hitting some just monster home runs, and a lot of great memories here as a journalist and you know, from playing too.
I was down there on 22nd Street today that they brought a road grader in, and that helped build a field on 22nd Street, and we used to practice on 22nd. We were practicing that day when the road grader showed up and he cut the infield in.
I had a dog when I was a child and he got killed on 21st and Carter. And I was all weepy and crying, and a couple of days later my dad says, "Don't worry, son, I buried your dog in a good place." I said, "Where's that, Dad?" He says, "In the pitcher's mound over at the park."
It's the main thing I remember is getting to go to Middlesboro and play a baseball tournament. But gee, boy, you know, after today, for all these guys, I mean, my gosh, I'm amazed at the number of people that have made it back here for this thing. That is absolutely.
And I hit a home run out in right field. Of course, in those days there was no fence out here. And so the next time I was up, well, I hit another home run. And then the game was rained out. And I was really ticked off. So the next day we played, and lo and behold, I did exactly the same thing the next day.
Reese Banks and I played for Henry Tarter's semi-pro team when we were in high school. We were the only 2 high school kids on it. The rest of them were guys that worked at Ashland Oil and Armco and so forth, but we had a big time doing that. But Central Park is where the action was when we were kids, as you know, and that's where we all grew up.
It is a great pleasure for me to be here today, I gotta tell you, to see all of you, except for J.D. Brown, who struck me out every time I ever saw him. Yeah, I know. And he loves to tell the story, too.
The Whiz Kids had won it, Bobby Thompson had done it, and Yogi read the comics all the while. Rock and roll was being born, marijuana we would scorn. So down on the corner the national pastime went on trial. We're talking baseball, Klazuski, Camp Campanella talking baseball. The man and Bobby Fella, the Scooter, the Barber and the Nuke. They knew 'em all from Boston to Dubuque, especially Willie, Mickey and the Duke. Well, Casey was winning, Hank Aaron was beginning, one Robbie going out, one coming in. Kiner and Midget Goodell, the Thumper and Mel Parnell, and Ike was the only one winning down in Washington. I'm talking baseball, Klazuski, Campanella talking baseball. The man and Bobby Fella, the Scooter, the Barber and the Duke. They knew 'em all from Boston to Dubuque, especially Willie, Mickey and the Duke. Now my old friend, the bachelor, well, he swore he was the Oklahoma Kid, and Cookie played hooky to go and see the Duke. And me, I always loved Willie May. Those were the days. Willie, Mickey and the Duke. Say hey, say hey, say hey. It was Willie, Mickey and the Duke. Say hey, say hey, say hey. I'm talking Willie.